Hello, everybody.
Hello there.
It's been quite some time since we've done a podcast. We are sorry. Our lives got busy. As you know, we were students of St. Mary's, and now we no longer are.
Hooray, graduation.
Hey, graduation, yay! So now we've been trying to figure out times that work with the different time zones and things like that. So, all that being said, we're picking up where we left off with the Wisdom Saga. But first, our question of the podcast is which character, in honorary of us reaching about the halfway point. Technically, I think it was after this saga, right? He said that this was supposed to be.
Yeah, this was I think the Act 2 opener.
Yeah. Chris. So, in honorary of getting through halfway through Epic the Musical, the question would be which character would you like to play as if you were to be in Epic the Musical?
I want to be Hermes.
I had a feeling you would say
I want to be Hermes, bro. Put me in, coach. I can do the laugh and everything.
That is true. You can.
Put me in, coach.
I can attest to it. I have witness. And some could argue video testimony, but that's only for me. It's only for me. So I would want to be Athena. I feel like I have a lot of wisdom in me, and I feel like I could do her justice. Plus, I feel like sometimes I'm a little witty, so I could probably add a little bit of goofiness to her. Like, make her a little bit more laid back. I understand goddess of wisdom and warrior and stuff, but I feel like there should be a hidden goofiness side to her that not many people get to see, that only Odysseus gets to see. And because the Odyssey is told through Odysseus's perspective, I feel like you'd be able to get a glimpse of the goofy side.
Yeah. I think my runner-up would be Telemachus. I just think I could play. I think I could play a young, quirky hero. I think I could be a Telemachus.
That's fair. My second one would have been Penelope. Because I feel like I, with my relationship status and everything, I've already been doing long distance for a while now. So I feel like the yearning I have down.
I can be your son.
Yay!
Yeah, I think I can play the goofy little hero, prince that doesn't know anything, sort of thing. He's got like Disney princess vibes, but he's a little Disney prince.
He does. I mean, and I believe that's the first song of what we're going over today.
Legendary.
Yeah, it is. We have Legendary. So the songs for today is from the Wisdom Saga: Legendary, Little Wolf, Will Be Fine, Love in Paradise, and God Games. So we have a little bit more to play with, I think, than some of the other sagas. I know there was one that was like only 3 songs, which was the Underworld Saga, right?
Yeah. I think we mixed that one with the Thunder Saga, no?
We did, because it was so small. It was like, it was merged.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Legendary. Such a good song. I feel like I would put this at one of my top favorites out of the entire series. Mainly because it's so playful, and they did a good job merging like his melody with Athena's melody, and just like it's really funny to at the end where he's just like, if I fight this monster, I forget how it ends. Will I find you, essentially?
Yeah, if I fight this monster.
And then I always at the end, I'm like, if so, then it goes back to the court. And I keep dancing, and I'm like, this song's way over, and it's just like me and you always imagine like, oh, he just continues singing
and he just keeps going,
and everything.
I'd agree with you. I think this is definitely my top 5 favorites.
Yeah.
I like his little Disney "I Want" song.
Yeah, pretty
Fun
much. Pretty
fact too.
much.
Here's my little tidbit. This, if we're going with an accurate version of the Odyssey, this probably would have been the first song, like in the musical.
Really?
Yeah, because we start off in book 1 with Telemachus' POV. We don't see Odysseus until I think like book 3 or 4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like we're led to believe he's because in in the Odyssey, the whole thing with him is he's like, man, my dad died in war. Man, I don't know what happened to my dad. And so he's going. Athena tells him, "You got to go look for your dad." And he's like, "Shit, you're right. I got to do something." So he goes.
That's true. That's true.
So he goes around to all of like the people that lived through like the Trojan War, and he's like, "Have you seen my dad?" And they're like, "No, but he's pretty chill though."
No, but I've seen him, and I like him. He's chill.
I saw him. I haven't seen him recently, but I saw him.
Yeah. So I think going back to the original plot line, I think the song "Will Be Fine" would be technically, I think, Athena's eventually soon after telling him, "Oh, hey, you need to go look for your dad. Like, I know where to go."
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll change to "Love in Paradise." But we're skipping over a pretty important song, "Little Wolf."
Little Wolf goes.
God, I think it does, and I hate to say it, but the guy who sang for the villain, I'm never good with pronouncing. Yes, him. Never been good with pronouncing his name, but I think he's one of the best written villains for this musical, because he's not. He's how do I put this? He doesn't appear frequently. Like, he's the villain for Penelope. Of course, we have Poseidon being the villain for Odysseus. But as somebody who hasn't read the Odyssey, I think this pairs really well with the frequency of how often Penelope and everyone else comes up. And the fact that you don't get to really see what happens at home until the very end, which essentially flips in the Odyssey, right? You just said you talked more about with Telemachus and everything back there. It's like, I miss my daddy, right?
Telemachus is like the main focus of the first half, and then we switch over. Like, there are some where I've seen where it's like it starts off with Odysseus on the island, and then it like "Love in Paradise," I guess would be the first song, and then this one, because we have like kind of like Odysseus crying. And then Athena's like, shit, let me go see your son real quick. So yeah, no. If we're more accurate, it would be "Love in Paradise" would be the first song, and then "Legendary." Because like there's a huge focus on like Telemachus in the first half. And then like
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. But I like Antinous too. I think he's a good villain, like you said. And I think it works well because he's not really overdone. We get like maybe 2 songs where he's the main like focus.
Yeah. So one of them being Little Wolf and the other one being Hold Them Down, which I am super excited to talk about in the next 2 episodes, because oh my gosh,
that one goes like it's horrible. It goes so hard. It's a good.
It's horrible,
song.
But it goes so well.
It's
like
a good song, dude.
When this comes out, animated version of this comes out in theater. Oh my god, when that song comes up, I'm gonna be staring at you and be like, are we singing it? Are we doing it?
Dude, I hope they make it like a sing-along.
I hope so too. I hope they're probably gonna come out with 2 versions. Sing-along version, and then the usual version, like the non-sing-along. Yeah. Which I think, okay, chill, yeah. You know?
Yeah, I think, that makes sense. I've seen them, I mean, they did it with like Wicked and like K-pop Demon Hunters, right? Where they had like the regular one, and then they're like, okay.
Yeah, they came out with the regular, then they're like, okay, now you guys can sing to it. Here you go.
Yeah. Also, another fun fact about Antinous is him and Telemachus are the same age in the Odyssey.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this. Because man, that shocked me.
They're all the people that didn't go to war. That's why.
That's fair. Fair. which makes it more, I guess, alluring with the fact that Antinous has such a deep and dark voice to him.
Yeah.
And I think so did the rest of the men that follow up behind him. They're the how do I put this? The
Like the other suitors.
what did they say? Yeah. The other
The ensemble.
guy.
Yeah.
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 Thank you. I'm like those guys,
Guys.
those other people.
The other people there. But yeah, no, I think it's funny. Like, I think that Jorge tried to portray them as older here. I guess to be closer in age to Penelope, or like, I guess to be more intimidating to Telemachus. I don't know. It just seems that he wrote them older here than they are in like the original.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think one of my next favorite songs, and kind of going right down the line, would be Love in Paradise, mainly because this is our first glimpse into Calypso. And I love this version of Calypso so much because it skips over her, like, what truly happens in the Odyssey.
You mean the no-no scene?
The no-no scene, yeah.
The no-no scene.
Where she did touch his no-no square.
She touched his no-no square, and Odysseus was like, "No, my no-no."
Oh, my no-no square. Oh, because in the Odyssey, she goes all the way with him, despite his, plead for no, right?
Yeah, there's a few translations. Like it always goes back to a few like different interpretations. But I've seen one where it's like sometimes it's just consensual and he will just have sex with her because he's like, well, she's pretty. Okay.
No, but I also just boast for the fact that again we've seen him turn down Cersei. And then again vent to her. She's like, my wife is back at home. I miss her.
But,
Yeah.
And then
there's Calypso here, who's also
the telogamy exists. So
that's true. but I'm also talking like in the sense of for the sake of like the musical, having Odysseus like keep his love life only for Penelope and yearning for her as she yearns for him.
Yeah, that's
that encourages people to want to continue watching it. Because if the main protagonist goes off and does all these things, they're just like, man, I don't want to root for him anymore. I don't know who I'm going to root for.
Yeah, I can appreciate them having him stay loyal like to Penelope throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
I can appreciate. I like that. I like that. I like Calypso's voice too. I think she has one of the best voices. Personally.
Yeah, you don't get to hear her very often, but she does. She packs a punch with her voice, and it's incredible.
And then
I find it funny too. Sorry, real quick. Last thing on Love in Paradise, dude. Odysseus really pulls out the you don't know what I've been through. You're not my mom.
You're not my wife.
You're not my wife. Leave me alone. And it takes for him to be stuck on an island with somebody who literally is Kim. With somebody who's literally trying to get in his pants. To be like, oh shit, I gotta do something about this.
Yeah.
Which in the next song, God Games, I think that was really funny with Hera. I think we can both agree. Athena saying, at least he hasn't cheated on his wife.
Yeah.
I think that was a great line. I think the other ones were like, how do I convince Hera that, he should go back to his wife? I got it. Tell her that, he hasn't done the one thing that Zeus has done to her like so many times over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on God Games?
God Games was pretty good. I liked seeing all the other gods. I don't know. I just like them. I think they're chill. Like it's not my It's fun, but I don't know. It's not my favorite in the saga.
I'd agree with you there. Honestly, my ranking would probably be.
Wait, we forgot to talk about We'll Be Fine.
Oh
We forgot one.
no, I think okay. I think that kind of shows for the song itself where it stands. I'm sorry. But okay, we'll be fine.
It's all right.
Not I don't know how much I don't yeah, I was gonna say yeah, not much to say about that one. It's good, but it's a song.
Yeah, I like how it
But as I
develops.
said,
Yeah, I like how it develops the relationship between Telemachus and Athena. So that way in God Games it comes
yeah,
back where she's talking about Telemachus being her friend.
yeah, then that bridges that too, yeah,
Yeah, like
perfectly. Honestly,
yeah.
it's a great filler song to fill in the gaps of like, okay, how did they become friends? Oh, there's this song. Oh, okay, great. Now we can move on. Kind of thing. It's another one of those like mutiny songs, unfortunately.
Yeah, where it's
Like
sweet.
it's a good song.
Yeah, it progresses the plot, but it's like I don't know. It's just not interesting to listen. Personally, for me, I don't. It's not like my first choice.
Yeah, no. And I think honestly, my personal first choice would probably be Love in Paradise and then Legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I personally love Calypso a lot more than Telemachus as a character and as a voice as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll probably do God Games just because I like doing the different voices and I love the voice of oh my god, Hephaestus.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they gave him an accent, and I love how strong it is. And that I'm like, yeah, I did not think that I would think of him as this, but I do see him as this,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really well depicted. After God Games, I probably do Little Wolf, and then We'll Be Fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you?
I think my ranking would be Legendary, Little Wolf, Love in Paradise, God Games, and then We'll Be Fine. Like I like
That's fair.
Yeah, I like God Games. It's fun. It's just that I think like I know she's going up the levels, like because I know it's like based on like video games, like she's going through the different levels until she reaches like Zeus. But I
But
like
even then in Zeus, like if you beat his games, he's usually good at like going, oh yeah, you beated my games. Here you go.
I think that I don't know. I think all the gods are persuaded too easily. For what she's trying to do. I wish there would be some pushback. You know.
Yeah, I've seen memes about that too, where it's like Apollo. Oh yeah, he like killed a bunch of sirens, and Athena's like, well, they were trying to hurt him, and Apollo's like, yep, yeah, fair.
Yeah, like
I don't know, and I've heard some people say like, oh yeah, I don't even know why I'm here. Zeus just called me.
Yeah, like I don't know, the sirens thing. I guess like it makes sense because he's the god of music, but it's like I don't know. I feel like they could have chosen some like Aphrodite and Ares. Those were good. I think those worked.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah.
I think they could have used a different one than like Apollo though. I don't think Apollo needed to be here. Low key.
Yeah. What should bring Poseidon?
Dude, Poseidon in God Games would have low key gone hard. Like he would have been really good pushback.
I feel like that would have been like the final boss.
It would have
besides Zeus.
So cool because I think it would have been cool to have like a game over sort of thing where it's like she doesn't convince him and that's how we get into like the vengeance saga.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And like it's because of her, like Athena like goes behind Zeus's back and she like intervenes, a god intervention, and sets him free anyways. And it's like, you know what? Athena, here you go. I'm gonna take down your guy because you're going behind everyone else's back, which would have been like a whole nother thing, which I think would have been very interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah. Dude, hear me out. And they should have replaced Apollo with Hermes because we're already familiar with Hermes and he would have been a really easy level to start off with. Like he's already familiar with Odysseus.
True. That's true. And I think he would have been pretty good at like leveling the playing field.
Yeah. I think he should have been the level one instead of Apollo.
Yeah, but I also feel like he already called in a favor for Odysseus when they did the battle at Circe,
Mm-hmm.
because he got Moly from him, right?
Yeah,
And that was because Hermes didn't like Circe's.
yeah. But that's why it would
So
be
I
because like he's already familiar with Odysseus. He's handled him before, so I think it'd be interesting for him to be like sort of there where Athena's like, "Come on, you've helped him once before. Like, what do you think of him? What do you think of him?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay, let him go," sort of deal.
yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
Yeah, like this. It's just an idea.
My
Like,
only thing,
yeah,
no, I like it. But my only thing would be like, what would Hermes have against him?
well, maybe that he's already helped him once
Because
before, so it's like, well, why should I help him again?
oh, okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, something like that.
All
What
right.
other god would you have liked to see in God games?
Let us know down in the comments what you would have liked to see.
Yeah.
As for me, I think. Oh wait, but that was for the comment section, right?
It could be for either one. Like, who would y'all would have wanted to see? I've seen so many variations where, like, I've seen an Artemis, Dionysus, Hades. I've seen a bunch of, like, people do their own parts.
Dionysus, yes, I think I've seen that one too. That one was incredible. That one's incredible. And I've also seen the Dionysus song purely for Dionysus, but it was all God game theme. So instead of it being like multiple gods, it was literally just Dionysus. And it's like, drink from my cup and things like this, come relax with me. And it was like enticing Athena to just not focus on Odysseus. So I'm like, oh, that's a very interesting take. I could get behind that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Alrighty. So I think that wraps up our first kind of quote unquote comeback podcast and
Yeah.
the middle section to the musical altogether. We're almost done, guys. We have two more sagas.
Yeah.
Two more sagas, and then we're done.
Dude, my favorite
Let us know down in the comments. Huh?
One of my favorite songs is coming up.
Yeah, I think it's literally the first song. Of the next saga. Okay, well, we'll get into that later. But thank you guys so much for listening in. And let us know down in the comment section what other musicals you'd like to see us do. We already have a starting lineup for some of the other ones, but in the meantime, please do let us know, and we'll see if we can get to it, or like even TV shows too. That'll kind of get us. That'll keep us busy for a while.
Yeah.
But as always, stay epic,
listeners.
listeners.